Okay, we'll start with questions. Councilmember Miller.
I noticed in 29-1-109, you circled all the 1 items, 1A, B, and C, but 2 you left blank, all the other ones that don't say who has the authority to do it. Any transfer, supplemental appropriation, or revised appropriation made pursuant to this section shall be made only by ordinance or resolution. Okay?
Yeah, that's an easy one, though, because the only entity that can pass an ordinance in Colorado Springs is the council. But it doesn't say who proposes it.
But it doesn't say who can and cannot either. So you're reading into that council can't propose it.
What I am telling you is that that is an administrative responsibility of the executive and the administrator. And it's recognized in the state, because there's nothing in the state that would authorize that either. There's nothing in our charter.
But where,
it's an administrative responsibility that the charter says is the mayor's.
Okay, well,
they propose, you dispose.
Let's go to City Code 15.105. By resolution, since we're talking about the administrative authority to administer the budget, by resolution, the City Council may authorize the mayor to transfer any unexpended city appropriation account. We know it's going to be unexpended. So you're saying the only time we can do that at the end of the year is at the end of the year. Well, we know that it's not going to be expended, that $250,000. Where in here does it say that only if it's unexpended at the end of the year? 1.5.105 says that City Council may authorize the mayor. We have to authorize the mayor because he is the administrator of the budget.
Right.
So where does it say that council can't initiate that?
Where is your basis for making that determination? In order for you to determine that there are going to be funds that shouldn't be expended here and should be expended there, you're having to make an administrative decision regarding the day-to-day operations of the budget and the city. And that requires administrative knowledge.
But City Council controls what goes on the budget. So we can make that determination. That is solely the ballot is ours.
The budget is prepared by the mayor and approved by you. The appropriations authorizes expenditures per the budget. So, and none of this talks about amending the budget during the year. It all talks about the appropriations.
So the appropriation, what you're saying is the initiation has to come from the mayor.
Yes, unless there is a casualty, an accident, or one of these exigent circumstances.
When I read this statute, I see nothing that says changes to the budget require that. I see nothing in there. I mean, you're highlighting some very selective things and leaving some unhighlighted that I think are very pertinent. All the things in 29-1-109 in Section 2 are applicable with what council had proposed.
Right. 2A also just it says it's got to comply with the notice provisions. We don't have notice provisions.
Okay.
And the only way that you can do that is by ordinance or resolution. So we are in compliance with that as well. The only way you can transfer between funds is by ordinance or resolution. Our code says council does it by resolution.
I have a separate question.
Go ahead.
So if this $250,000 is to be leaving the city clerk department, which council approved, and going to another department without coming to council, what will be the legal advice on that to the mayor?
It's not in the city clerk's department. It is in general costs, which is within the finance department.
General costs under the finance department.
Yes, sir.
What else is, so if it was to leave the finance department to go to some other department, what would your advice be? To one of the other 11 departments?
I don't know which department we're talking about. I don't know for what purpose, and I'm not going to answer a speculative question. My job here is to address the question that was presented to me and to try to help council understand the opinion that was issued.
Other questions?